get into it. The wife. Why do I want to call it the other wife? The wife Stalker
Yes.
by Liv Constantine.
Yes.
Hit it, Rain.
Yes, yes. So are we doing spoilers or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Just ain't nobody gonna read it.
Yeah. Spoilers if you haven't read the book, they're
Okay,
coming.
so I'm trying not to give all the spoilers because it was a lot of twists in the
It
book.
was.
But the book starts off with Piper, who owns this wellness center. And one day, this guy named Leo, he come in. He's an attorney. He's doing research for a case. So Piper sees him. He got a ring on his finger, but who gives a fuck? Not her.
Not
Okay.
her.
So she get to flirting with Leo. But nothing happened. He go home, and then we get introduced to Joanne. Joanne, Leo's telling Joanne about, he went over to the wellness center, blah, blah, blah. And the wellness center had some type of meditation retreat or something. So Joanne's telling Leo, oh, you need to go. You've been in a depressed state. You need to go. It might help you. So he go to the little retreat, meet back up with Piper. Piper like, oh, I've been waiting on you anyway. They kind of hit it off. They go have lunch. Again, they connecting. He go back home, um, and him and Joanne, he tells Joanne about the situation or whatever. But she starts to get suspicious because Leo and Piper start meeting up more and more and more. Joanne checking Leo calendar. She all in his emails, like, why is you meeting up with this lady? Leo like, hey, you're doing too much, bitch. Pump your brakes. Don't question me. It is just my friend. I'm working on a case with her. It's nothing. And she like, oh, it's something. So she digging a little bit deeper or whatever. Piper, of course, you know, she want Leo. She like, oh, this man about to be mine. So Joanne is getting a little jealous, and so one day she at the house and she decides she gonna dress up and try to, get the spark back going between her and Leo. So she dressed up, but before Leo really can get in the door good, she gets a call from a hospital, and it's about her mom. Her mom's in the hospital, so she leaves at the house. She gets to the hospital. They tell her that her mom, had broke her leg or something, and when they get ready to release her, she can't be at home by herself. So Joanne is gonna go stay. She tells Leo she's gonna go stay at her mom's house to kind of help her, take care of her. Leo like, all right, cool. Now back on the back end, him and Piper, they done start being a little more than friends. They done started doing the
Doing
do.
too much.
They doing a lot. And Piper say, hey, look, I'm not about to be dealing with you and you still got that woman up in your house. So you gonna have to do something about that. And he tell Piper, okay, cool, I wanna be with you, I'm gonna take care of it. So while Joanne in her mama house, she get a knock on the door. Motherfucker, you all done pulled up all her goddamn shit.
Wild.
You done packed her stuff up and sent to her mama house.
That is
So Joanne
crazy.
called Leo. It was like, what is going on? Why would you do that? He like, hey, look, they was supposed to come tomorrow. I was gonna talk to you about that. This ain't working.
I forgot to mention.
This ain't working. I done packed your shit up. Look, we need to just go our separate ways. So the rest of the book is really about Joanne basically trying to get her man back. She's stalking the people. She all in the bushes, looking at watching the kids because he has 2 children.
And Piper's low-key crazy.
Piper. So Piper also has a little backstory. Come to find out, Piper, she done been married a couple times, and her her 2 prior husbands have suspiciously died.
Suspiciously.
They died
Accidentally.
Right.
So she has come to this new town. She has changed her name, and she on now. The last husband she had also had a daughter. The daughter didn't really fool her like that. The daughter died too, accidentally. So now Leo has 2 children. The little boy does not really fuck with her like that. He being real disrespectful. He not fucking with her. So Piper is, doing what she do, trying to get the kids to like her, trying to manipulate the father to be like, you need to pick me over these kids. And Joanne is hell bent on trying to prove that Piper is not who she says she is, and that she, probably is trying to kill her, kill the Leo and these kids, and
Gosh.
there's a lot going on in the book ultimately. So one day they decide they're gonna go on. Piper convinces Leo to take the kids on this family camping trip. Long story short, Joanna popped up out the goddamn bushes on their ass, talking about you for me. Fuck that bitch. And then it comes out, spoiler, if you don't want to know the plot twist, y'all, cover your ears, whatever. Come to find out, Joanne is the goddamn assistant.
Crazy as hell.
Even your man. You doing all this and you the assistant?
She's freaking crazy.
The goddamn assistant. Joanne, the assistant, she had a therapist, and there's some other little plot twists in there too. That's really that was the bulk of the book though. So
yeah.
Overall, it kept my attention a little bit. It was a little drawn out. They had some other little, because of all the backstories that it gave. It was cool though. But that was a brief recap of the book.
It was a mess.
She said, what?
It was a mess. I was like, the whole book, I was like, okay, Piper's
assistant. That wasn't even her. The whole book, you would think that this
at no point does he say my wife. He doesn't even mention divorce or anything. She, in her mind, has made up this marriage.
That got served?
She thought it was divorce. Is probably a restraining order. It's probably a restraining order to say.
She was acting like somebody.
Or termination papers. Maybe they were termination papers. Like, because she was still his assistant.
She said it was divorce papers.
She did. She definitely did. Because she thinks that they're married. Because and she thinks because his original wife, Olivia, is like the person he's originally depressed over in the beginning of the book because she dies. But lo and behold, another spoiler, Joanna killed her too. It was crazy.
Moral of the story: keep these hoes out your house, okay?
Yeah. But I feel like too at the end, we really don't resolve the fact that Piper low key feel like she was still doing all the shit that Joanna was finding out about her. Like, why was Stelio's stomach hurting all the time after he drank the smoothie? And
because she clearly was putting vitamins or something in his drink, because when he would grab one, she would be like, not that one.
Not that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
She was putting something in his drink. So I feel like even though we know that Joanna's batshit crazy, I feel like Piper was too, and I feel like all the stuff that Joanna had found out about her was probably.
I think that's kind of where I guess the book is kind of questionable, but I honestly think that Piper, because it was written to make you think that we were supposed to be looking at Piper.
Yeah,
I think she really was just putting vitamins in his drink, and he's just not used to, not eating all the sugar. Now I think she was okay, and maybe these were accidental deaths because they never popped back up and explain that.
Two Black Widow just duking it out. It was just wild. But even the husband, the whole now that we know that he's not a husband, okay? Because in the beginning I was like, this piece of shit, man, you just gonna deliver her close to her mama's house? That was wild.
That's what I was telling you. I had a homegirl that happened to.
That is wild.
In real life, she went to go visit her mama.
Baby, no.
In real life, she went to go visit her mom. She lives in either she was living in Austin and her mom was in Houston, or she lived in Houston and her mom was in Austin. But she went to go visit her mom, was at the mama house, and her partner packed all her shit up, put it in goddamn storage.
That's crazy.
Don't come back. I'm talking about she got kids and everything.
That's crazy. That's like Diary of a Mad Black Woman. When
I'm not taking no kids.
She took the kid. No, I'm saying she was like, say me and my kids was going to visit my mama, and while I'm at my mama house,
oh, everybody got to get out.
Pack all that shit.
I mean, at this point, I'm moving out and just disappearing because then I don't want you to find me.
It was
That
her
seems
house.
easy. That's
She had moved into
crazy.
the girl house, had moved into the girl house, packed her shit up, and put it in storage. And told
That's
her when
wild.
she couldn't even come get the key to, she said, I'm gonna send somebody down there to send you the key. Like, you didn't even want to meet up, couldn't even have a conversation.
Jeez,
And she
that
had a
is some
little baby
hatred.
at the time. She had like the baby was like under 1.
No, ma'am.
That's crazy.
I said, oh my God. She was distraught.
I would have been too.
I've been
Like, you
super
gonna,
distraught.
And
like,
it
for
was, she said
real?
she was like blindsided at that. Like, it wasn't even like they was having no problems, no explanation as to why it happened. Like, just
Nothing.
one day you think you all right. I'm just going to la 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 la. Elma,
I'm going to my
Can't leave
mama
the
house.
house.
I'll see you
Can't
when I
leave the
come
house.
back. Ah.
No, you're not. Shaking his head.
It's
No,
not
you're
funny
not.
because it's somebody that happened to for real. But
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
it's definitely
oh
not.
my God, the way, baby. Let me tell you something. The way I would have, you better than me, cause you would have. I thank you for packing my shit up. But you gonna have to pack yours up too, cause that motherfucker burning down. You hear me? You gonna have to
Like the
go.
so
whole
you ain't
house.
gonna have no
We,
shit to
The
pack.
whole house.
we,
You
I
ain't
we
gonna
can't
have
both
live
no
there.
shit to
homeless.
You can't live
pack.
there.
We
We
both
both
homeless.
homeless.
Both homeless.
We both
That's
homeless. Oh, we both
crazy.
moving out.
And
Don't
we
get
selling it and we splitting this because that's crazy.
it was crazy. Say I
I
got the
can't
kid.
imagine. I can't imagine. Okay, so let's say this book. What would you do if this was kind of like your situation? Like, let's say your part. Let's say it wasn't his assistant. Let's just say it was his wife. He's like depressed. You're helping him through it. You put him through school. You did all this stuff to get him where he needs to be, and then all of a sudden he's like, "I'm done with this. I don't want it anymore." But now he won't let you see your kids either because it wasn't even a like he got full custody of the kids. You aren't even allowed to see the kids. You can't even be 50 miles or wherever, 50 feet to the kids. That's crazy.
Then they had
I,
told the kids that you was dead.
that's what, yeah. And in my head, I was like, why would they do that? Because in the book, she is. But I was like, why did they keep telling her? Because I was like, all you'd have to do is literally bump into them on accident. And that whole, you live in the same town. It's not like you moved, it was
It's
out
just
of state.
weird.
It was 20 minutes away.
And then the story about the mom and the daddy, like her mom and her dad,
Hmm.
like the dad leaving her, he had a whole side piece.
Yeah.
I really feel like that part was unnecessary, but I guess to throw that extra little
No,
twist.
but the way that he left though. What?
The daddy,
Oh, now you grown.
It's
I'm
10,000, but I can't pay for your
out.
school.
but see,
What?
it was a bunch. As I'm thinking about it, because yeah, the daddy gave the $10,000, right? But then
Hmm.
why wouldn't he pay for the school? So I feel like the mama was lying.
I feel like she was making up some of the, she had to have been making up some of the stuff because she didn't want, it seemed like she didn't want her daughter to
To leave,
have a
right?
friendship or relationship with him at all because she couldn't have one.
But that wasn't clear in
Right.
the book.
Well, not
No, it
even
wasn't.
because she couldn't have one. It's because she was left for a side piece
Mm.
in a whole nother
Her
But she
family.
knew
mom
about the
annoyed the
lady.
shit out of me.
Hmm?
She knew about the lady the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you was mad because he actually upped and left. I don't know. I don't
Girl, if you had it, he said that y'all had the agreement that he was gone until she got out of school, and he said,
know. Until she got us he was like,
Bye.
today's the day, man. It's
"We
time to
both
go.
graduated. We both,
11:59. Here you go.
we both graduated today, baby. We both moving out of town because
Moving
he
on
just
up.
well, he didn't even
Mm,
wait. He
No, he
he
didn't.
he packed his shit while she was asleep.
he did.
He was
Like,
not playing with her.
y'all making
Can
breakfast,
you
don't worry about it because
imagine?
I ain't gonna be
I
here.
can't imagine disliking someone so much that I'm like, I can't wait till the morning. I can't
That's a
wait till
cold piece right
sunrise.
there. That's
I
a
can't.
bad man.
I
But
can't.
even her mom was super irritating. I'm like, you like, because I got a little bit of trigger. I was like, Mom, this reminds me of my mom a little bit too much. But I was like, oh, because that's some shit my mom would say. I've
Go
raised you your
figure.
whole life, so you should take care of me. You have a broken leg. You don't have a disjointed hip where you can't. You could people survive all the time with a broken leg. crutches, ma'am. Like, why do I have to come do anything beyond 72 hours? Really? After that, you good. Your shit it's already healing.
Some of that, you know, it was a little confusing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I listened to it in one sitting, and I was like, oh, this bitch Piper about to get it. I was like, oh, it's going down, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't see the ending coming. So that's like, at least for a psychological thriller, the basis of it being shocking. Like, I didn't guess that was going to happen. I didn't guess the two end twists. Like, I didn't see the sister.
Guess that wasn't his wife.
I didn't guess it wasn't his wife, and I didn't guess that it was the sister as the therapist, like her final revenge plot. Like, I didn't get that at all.
She's experienced that type of dislike, but with an ex-friend, packed my own belongings and went to the airport at 3. Okay.
I mean, if you get pushed, yeah, but you can't push me, man. That's
I got to go. When it's time, I gotta go right now.
Well, because if I don't leave, then I might hurt you, and I don't want to go to jail. I might as well go to the airport.
Oh, they gotta find me. They gotta find me to go to jail.
Not find you.
The way I be gone so quick.
Shannon, you all over social media. They gonna find you easy.
But I won't be when it comes to the time.
Look, if Shannon ever
just closed
off of social media for like a week, she done hurt
you know what happened. So man down.
Send her money immediately.
Something went left.
Only use cash.
Yeah, I didn't want nobody being that delusional though. That lady was. But why? I didn't. It was. I don't know. I just can't.
Well, even for like, even her whole, like, even the sisters, her trying to get back at her her half sister, like, that's like such a long. How did that even transpire? Like, why is it her fault?
She was mad because she felt like she had a daddy
that she didn't have.
The reason the daddy couldn't be there for her or pay for her college or, you know, do X, Y, and Z was because he went and left and go be with that. But I'm saying, go.
That's your daddy's fault.
No, that's her mom. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Go find her mama.
Yeah, but like, me as a child, what does that have to do with me?
What that got to do with me?
It ain't got nothing. We read another book where it was like she blamed some sibling from an obscure connection, and it was like the whole book was like da da da. You're like, what that got to do with her?
I ain't got nothing to do. I didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't know about you.
Nothing.
I don't know nothing about you, man.
Crazy. People hold on to these crazy grudges.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part. But it was a twist.
It was, because I didn't see that shit coming at all. And the fact, what did she do? She released all her files on on some kind of website. I was like, what files?
For her patients.
Yeah, but that could easily be explained away as a hack. Because who's gonna release their own patients' files?
Right, that too. But I guess it was more about you should have, I guess, more secure measures.
Security.
Patients. You know,
and I was like,
she was not in jail or nothing. It was just more about, I guess, maybe
her reputation.
Yeah,
she was gonna lose her job or something like that. She's like, yeah, because she was like, you can't use the degree that I should have had or something like that. And I was like, damn, like you was upset.
Okay, I haven't read that. But yeah, I didn't get that part. Why the sister would have had anything, like, why are you mad at her?
Yeah.
But I guess you delusional all the way around, so.
She's Delulu. She's in Deluluville because she done made up a whole marriage in her mind. Yeah, you're the assistant. But it's also on him, because why are you moving your assistant into this space?
She was the nanny.
No, she was the assistant.
I know, she was like helping out.
Because he was going through a depression. She killed the wife so that he would go into depression, just so you could, like, she was.
Well, she didn't know he was gonna do all that. She wrote the note. She thought they was gonna believe it. Well, they did believe it.
Mm-hmm. She thought he was gonna just be ready to be with her. And he said when she came down in his wife's red dress, he said, "What the fuck?" You know what that reminded me? Have you ever seen the movie What Lies Beneath? What Lies Beneath?
Man,
and she came in that red.
Was so good.
So good.
It was so fucking good.
So
Michelle
good.
Pfeiffer and what is it? Harrison Ford.
Yep, so good. Have you seen that, Rayn?
That movie was good.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
I could probably watch that movie now and be like, ooh, creepy ass movie.
It sounds familiar, but
her in that red
Yeah,
dress. That's what I
basically
pictured.
she was cheating. I mean, the husband was cheating and he killed the mistress, and the mistress came back and basically divulged their affair to the wife as a ghost.
Yeah.
As a ghost.
It's a horror. Yeah, it's horror. Yeah, it's a horror. That shit had me shook when they did that whole bridge.
It's not horror.
I watched that movie back in the day. I probably would be okay now. But when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, no,
that movie was so
watch this in the
I
morning.
love that. That and like Gothica. Gothica was the one. Yeah, kind of along the same line.
And they're like those little mind bendy kind of weird ones.
Right.
Especially with Michelle Pfeiffer, because I love
She's the one who had the lips with the like
I know who Michelle
Dangerous
Pfeiffer
Mind. Oh yeah, she said yeah.
I know Michelle Pfeiffer because anytime she cry, any movie she cry in, I be bawling like a
it doesn't just make
Michelle get me every time.
But she ain't done nothing.
She said, I'm enjoying my peaceful life.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. She said, I'm content. I ain't overspend out of my means where I gotta work my whole life.
Oh, I mean, she is old. I mean,
who's talking about Michelle?
She gotta be in her 60s, 70s, right? 60s.
Yeah, she gotta be older than that.
She's been in movies. She was in that movie with the book club ladies or something. No, I'm thinking. Hold on.
Sharon Stone. Oh man, but I ended up giving this book like a 4. I think I gave like a 3.75 rounded to 4 because it kept my attention. I enjoyed but some of like you said, like the little, it wasn't really. The twist got me. Like if it didn't have the twist at the end.
Oh, my bad. She was in the Ant-Man movies.
Oh, she is because she's the mom, and then she gets stuck in the other realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The story of us.
Oh, and that was Nicole Kidman. I was like, wasn't she in Aquaman? But that's Nicole Kidman.
They be coming in with these random.
It's one of my favorite movies. I don't know.
The Story of Us.
What movie?
Mm-hmm. The Story of Us is Michelle Pfeiffer and Bruce Willis.
I've never seen that. Let's see what that is.
It's about it's about them. It's like second chance love, I guess, because they're about to get divorced and the kids go off to camp. They're married, and then while the kids are off the camp, they're like basically doing a trial separation. Howdy.
I don't even think I've seen that one.
I love it.
I might have to watch it. It's gonna make you cry.
It's gonna make you cry.
It made me cry. It may not make you cry.
Oh, this when Bruce Willis had long hair.
Why are you secretly coming for me? It made me cry. It might not make you cry.
You don't like those type of like you don't.
I really don't. Yeah, she was Catwoman and Batman. Absolutely.
It don't be hitting you. I love.
Yeah, but that was the old.
You know what? I can't even lie. Like an old movie that got me like that. The last old movie that probably got me like that, and probably like a couple of cartoons. But like Beaches, and like Thelma and Louise. Those movies.
What we talking about? We're not talking about crying. What we talking about? What you talking about?
Yeah, Beaches got me.
Beaches cartoons?
No, I said a couple of cartoons.
What cartoons made you cry, Shannon?
I don't know. I got to think about it. Like when
if you say like episodes,
no, like not like cry, like bawl, like shed one of them little Denzel tears. That's it. Like when Tadashi died in Big Hero 6, I was like, oh no, who's gonna watch him now?
Baby.
Like stuff like that. But nothing be over there having me like ugly cry, like oh my god. No, I tear up a little bit. Y'all making it seem like I ain't got no damn heart.
I just cried during. I teared up in Product of the Streets 4, so I can't say shit.
You teared up.
I teared up for one scene. I was like, that is just so special. That is so meaningful. Like I just can't imagine what that moment feels like.
I ain't started that yet. So.
I'm a big crybaby, and it's nothing to cry about in the whole book. But I definitely
know.
I was like this
because I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Like
I can't even imagine because I'm like crying in the fruits.
Yeah, and I can't even say I feel like it's a little bit of a spoiler. So I can't. Well, it's not a spoiler. It's a one little teeny event, but I was like, that's so big. It's monumentous right there. Oh,
I fucking did.
Yeah. I had a little tissue. I was like, ooh. It didn't drop, but if I had let
Look, Shalana's like, what's it? Hell, let me know, cause I don't see no crying in this thing.
I know, and it's really like, and it's not even the scene it's like a cry scene. It's just the magnitude of what he
Look
did.
at Rayn's face.
Did you finish Park Street 4?
I haven't started 4.
Oh, it's just one. He gave her something, and I was like, this is just such a monumentous moment in their relationship.
Who
like,
did? I said last time. Every time I see her name, I'd be like, I'm
Akira?
Yes, I'm almost finished. I just be getting sidetracked, girl. I got you though. But anyway.
Well, I didn't read the book, so yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
I had to put Pot on the shelf for a second. I had to step away because I was like, this thugging is coming out.
Why? Whit was like, I called my husband nigga like 20 times.
I was like,
ma'am, listen, don't let this boy.
I was like, he came home. I said, what up, nigga? He was like, hey.
And he probably don't pay no mind.
He don't pay
no mind.
And it was like in a succession too, because I was in it deep. And I was like, we having I made like Mediterranean bowl, and I was like, nigga, that hit.
Whitney, stop. Not nigga that's hidden.
All night. He was like, what is happening? I was like, so I told him. I told him, I was like, I'm in the streets. I told him I'm in the streets right now. I was like, baby, you gotta keep up.
Don't let your husband get the, what do I say? Don't let your husband get to calling us the bitches on TikTok, okay? I am not to be to blame for none of y'all marital shit at all. Got it all.
It's because I read them back to back. I should have took a break and read some rom-com in between. Because even the Alien book I read, they were still like kind of popping pew-pewing, and I was like, oh, everywhere.
I'm so done with you.
Oh, that's why I need to read that book you sent me. The rom-com book you sent me. I need to read that.
Shannon?
No, I'm talking about you.
I sent you a rom-com?
You know I ain't seen no fucking rom-coms.
Yeah,
I'm like, what rom-com?
Something about a bridesmaid or something? You sent me a rom-com. It's been a minute. But you
it's been a minute.
Yeah, it was I can't remember, right? The bridesmaid something. Yeah, it was funny.
Because I read this, and then I read all her secrets.
The red cover.
Yeah, the other book
was that?
Potentially we're gonna read.
Listen for the Lie.
No, I read that too.
I'm at 22 minutes left on Listen for the Lie, I'm like, who the fuck did it?
I read that too.
That book was crazy.
I'm like, who did it? Because I haven't gotten there yet, and I'm waiting.
Yeah, I did.
I haven't read a good like thriller suspense type ish in a while, and that one hit it for me. I was like, yes.
Rayn, you're reading Push, right? How is that so far? Because you stopped at 42
and
haven't gone back.
That little bitch.
No. I'm not. I haven't started that yet. I think I must have started it.
Oh, okay.
I must have stopped, but I don't
little
remember.
bitches.
I have that one, and then I'm about to read Rock Paper Scissors.
Girl, you.
Oh, okay. Tell me when you start that one. I'll read that one with you.
Okay, I'll probably start it tomorrow. We're doing the A Blossom, so I gotta finish. I gotta read 100 pages of the Bodyguard book. So I gotta read that first.
Why I can't, Akira. This is why I can't finish your stuff because. What's Rock Paper Scissors? Because the only Rock Paper Scissors I know was on Twitter.
Alice Finnery,
something like that. Yeah.
Is that a suspense?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to.
It's a psychological thriller.
We gonna see.
It's been on my TBR for a minute, but Libby was that's why I asked about the pen, because Libby has been like, all damn books is from this one library that want to be like verify your shit. I'm like, fine. I went to Everend. All the books is on Everend.
Oh.
I was like, oh, thank goodness. They knew I needed something real quick because I had just finished Virgin Society. Fucking cliffhanger. Mad as fuck. I was like, so what the hell happened? I didn't know it ended on a cliffhanger. I was like, I need something to read before this podcast.
I just finished reading this other book. This is the second book I've read about forced. It's a historical fiction book.
Ooh.
This is the second historical fiction book I read where they were forcing only the beautiful, and they were sterilizing these people for no reason.
What?
This is the second one I read like that. Huh? They were like, this girl got SA'd and she ended up pregnant, and her she was in a foster situation kind of, and she got pregnant by the man who was supposed to be her foster dad or whatever. So the wife, and this happened back in the 30s or something, called a social worker and was like, she got to get up out of here. And they sent her to a mental institution. In the mental institution, after she had her baby, they sterilized her because they thought she had some kind of mental disease. And at that time, they felt like people who had mental stuff going on, they didn't need to procreate. They didn't need to have babies, so they were sterilized.
Oh, wow. I can see that 100% too.
It was true. That's what they was doing for real.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
And then I think I told y'all the other book I read where these were children that they were sterilizing because they were in lower income areas, and they felt like, oh, you couldn't take care of no baby, so you can't have none.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it was like an 11 or 12-year-old that they
what
were.
Book is this?
The one with the babies, or the one with the baby, the one they was doing the kids was called hold on, I can see. I can't remember. What was it called? Take My Hand. Take My Hand, they were doing children.
Oh, that's that historical book?
Mm-hmm. Both of them were historical fiction, but that really happened to these children.
What was the other one?
Only the Beautiful. Only the Beautiful was Take My Hand is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want
Hey,
none of
Red
that.
Pen.
That's crazy. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
Thank you. That I've been living a time. But Take My Hand, Only the Beautiful was set a while ago, right? I mean, both of them was a while ago. But Take My Hand, they're grown women, they're in their 60s.
Because that was true story, right? Was that was a true story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's what sometimes alive. I get held up on reading historical fiction because I'm like, this shit really happened.
To somebody.
That's wild.
Wow. 11? Why would you do that to an 11-year-old? Anyway.
But wasn't there like a African author book like that? What happened in that one book that we read a while ago, like a long time ago, with the lady, and it was an African story with, I can't remember. Don't worry about it.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I have no idea.
So I needed something. That's why I said you brought a rom-com, and so I was reading it. Then I read these psychological thrillers. I read 3 psychological thrillers. These historical facts. I need some lights. Where is the jokes? I read Leather and Lark. That didn't.
Oh, see, and I saw you finish it, and we didn't do it.
Not for me. They did have at the very end. You know, I told you it had that trigger in there, but it's in the epilogue.
Wow, boo! I hate when they do that.
Huh?
When they throw a trigger and you don't see the whole book.
Yeah, so I need something funny. Like I need something real good.
I feel like I need something funny because I feel like I've been in the trenches and
I need some love. Oh, I just got my package from
Oh shit!
One of the girls.
I got a package at the door.
One of the girls.
I ain't got a damn package.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about from one of the girls Storm had interviewed. I can't remember her name right now. And the package is upstairs. But I bought her book. That was supposed to be really good. It's a romance. What's that lady name?
I haven't watched the last few. Oh, shit. Because her interview was funny as hell. I watched it.
Yeah. I bought her book and it came. So I mean, I can't remember her name.
Too many authors. I just don't remember.
It starts with I don't know. Anyway, but it's supposed to be good, and I feel like because she was funny, I was like, well, maybe the book is gonna have a little kiki in it. I need something light, fluffy.
What did you get, Shannon?
She got a whole box.
Are you gonna do an unboxing for us?
Do I gotta do? I'm gonna have to do it again.
Can you just clip it?
I could.
Make it easier.
She need a whole.
Nah, but yeah, I need my own video doing it.
Yeah.
I'll do an unboxing on a video.
Because we probably got but it's a box.
It's a box.
Box, big box too.
But
This
it's
is
cool.
horror book I've been wanting to read. It's called Stolen Tongues.
Stolen Tongues.
It's a horror. Oh, you got that one? Oh, I need to order that.
Another box to put on my witch card.
Oh. You know what they look like? You know who he look like? He look like a young Rudy Ray Moore. Did y'all ever watch The Devil's Son-in-Law? Did y'all watch that movie?
The Devil's Son-in-Law?
With Rudy Ray Moore?
Oh, you love a good pen.
Mm-hmm. And it's a stylus pen.
Oh,
I never saw that. That book was good though.
she just sent that to you, or she's selling boxes?
She this is for the ones that did her Kickstarter for her
audio.
For her audiobook.
I'm gonna listen to that too. That's pretty.
It's pretty. I think I seen her packing some boxes.
Yeah, I think I was on her live.
I'll do an unboxing of that because I didn't take out the book yet, so I don't wrap it.
This review said, in all my years of reading horror, this was the first and only book that has actually scared me and made me want to sleep with the light on. Everything from the atmosphere to the imagery made the book a horror masterpiece. Please go read this book. It's called Stolen Tongues by Felix Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. I'm afraid of shit to read this book.
Stolen.
Horror, thriller, fiction, paranormal.
What's the author?
Felix Blackwell.
Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Shalonda, are you talking about this book that she's just talking about? It was good,
no,
or another?
She's talking about
this is so obscure. I found this book on Reddit.
I think she's talking about the demon boyfriend book.
Oh, the accident. Yeah, that book was so good.
Yeah,
that sounds like Dead Silence. I don't know. I'll write that down too.
Yeah, I added it, but I was just like, I'm kind of afraid to read it. I don't know if I read a true horror book. Like,
them horror books don't be scaring me like that. I don't know.
And
but then again, I'll be watching horror flicks and I'll be like, man, this shit is hilarious.
Oh, she said Dead Silence is a movie.
Yes, Dead Silence is a movie. Okay.
Yes,
I watched that.
No, thank you.
This fool on here said I rented a cabin in the middle of nowhere to read horror books. Who does that? Gotta be.
Cause why? Cause I mean, if you trying to get the real, scary effect, you don't got to be in the cabin for them to get you. They be getting the people at their house.
Look, Kira said enough said. And that's real talk, because it wouldn't have been me. Look, because I was like, for the readers retreat, I was trying to get some cabins,
I love cabins.
I was trying to get them, but they wasn't big enough. But then again, I'm looking at the cabins, and I was like, why ain't nothing else around here?
That's cabins.
Why were you looking at cabins that weren't big enough?
Like I don't know where to look, because I wanted them all to be together. They was like real separate, and they didn't have one
like
big
individual cabins instead of one big one.
Yeah, one big one.
You could just find a camping. Everyone bring a tent.
But what? I ain't going. I won't be there.
I love camping.
Me neither.
Where were you looking at?
Awesome.
You said what?
Where were you looking?
Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge.
Asheville has really good cabins.
Well, how many people were you? Because they have cabins that be like, that'll sleep like 20, and they literally be row
like bunk beds.
That's what I was trying to
No,
look
I
for,
mean,
but
not bunk beds. I mean, like it's a big a cabin right here, a cabin right here, a cabin right here.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's what I was trying to look for. But it doesn't matter because we settled on Nashville, so that'll be
Nashville.
close
Oh,
to
Nashville's nice.
everything, and we can experience
Flights
Nashville.
are cheap. Flying into Nashville is cheap.
I can drive to
Yeah.
Nashville. That's like 6 to 7 hours, I
Forget it.
think. That's not too
We'll
bad.
just because what I found was like a 3 townhome situation
Okay.
altogether,
Oh,
and
okay.
so
If you do find a tent thingy, I'm down. I love sleeping in a tent. And
you
I
will
got
be your only
some good.
one. You will be the only one.
Let's say
I
you
don't do
find a house
outside.
and there's not enough rooms, and in the
I
backyard,
can't
I'll
do
sleep in
outside.
a tent.
I'll be in the closet. I'll be in the closet. Fuck
She
that.
said she
I'm not
gonna
going
sleep in the
outside.
tent.
I can sleep in a tent. I love a tent.
We'll save breakfast for you can come
Hey,
in.
Blossom, we're reading your book tomorrow.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it tomorrow because I feel like if I start tonight, I'm gonna read the whole thing and be like, well, "Fuck, I read the whole book." Because I'm only supposed to read. How does that make sense though? You said fast reader is supposed to read 100 pages, and if you're a regular reader, you're supposed to read 50%. But 100 pages is more than 50%
Is it?
because it's 190 pages.
Yeah.
Well, then I got it backwards then, right?
Okay, because I was like, the math ain't math. I'm tripping. So I need to read 50%.
Cause last week, Shay, y'all flew through that book. I was like, damn, I'm still reading. I had to turn y'all down.
Because it was, because it was only what 80 something pages
It's 52.
or whatever.
It was
Yeah.
52
Oh, it was
pages.
more than 52 pages.
Octavia Grant, that was
No, it
52
was
pages.
short. It
It
was
was
short as
short, but
hell.
I don't know why I was like, maybe because I kept dozing off. I don't know.
And then
That'll
But I
do
kept turning it down. I had to like turn it down. I didn't want to come out of the live. I was like, let me turn it down. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna get there. Maybe I'll read her work husband book. That'll be the book I read in between now and tomorrow. I'll read that.
Shalonda said she did too.
I did. I kept dozing off. I had to keep rereading. I was like,
Because you was trying to hang out and read, but you should have been asleep.
yeah, that book was wild. If it's too wild, like y'all doing too much.
Like that book.
That
Too
was
too
Lot
much.
going on in that book. I was like, I know you love
I know she has a book in there that I haven't read yet. Like maybe Work Husband, or maybe what was the other one? There's another one.
I read Dear Vicky.
Maybe it's more realistically.
That's clearly her thing. Her thing is like the outrageous, crazy.
Shocking off.
It's gotta be because Dear Vicky was like, what? What?
I did not bring enough alcohol upstairs.
Nothing
So we have to pick something for next week, but I guess we can do that off anyway.
Yeah.
What genre should we lean towards? Do we want to do something a little bit more light? We've done psychological thriller. We did dark romance. We haven't done a paranormal alien book.
It don't matter to me. Just let me know.
Not this horror book.
Oh no.
you know Rayn ain't gonna read that shit. No way.
I mean, I will read it. It ain't gonna, I don't think a book could, I honestly don't think a book could scare me. So,
Ooh.
like you would have to really be, it's a book.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what, but there's like a good amount of reason here. It's like, this is like a scary, like this book got Reddit's horror book, it won the horror contest.
But I just don't understand how I'm reading it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how I would be scared.
Like you would have to create the own visuals in your head.
Like maybe you just get so immersed in it. It has audio, so maybe the people that are scared listen to it.
I can see it happening for me unless now if it's got an audio version and they got like this creepy sounds and then all of a sudden like something jump out or something.
If you was in your old basement, maybe. Because you was hearing things at the door.
It was scratchy.
You read that while you was, and some just say, she's off on this book. I'm out.
But honestly, I could be see. I see. It's a window right here. It's 2 windows right here. I have to keep these blinds closed because I was in here one time and the blinds would be open, and I'd be thinking like it could be a car driving, and I just see something. And this, that's like jarring. But so
jarring.
I'll be like, what the fuck is that? But
rather
like
than no horror.
I'm saying anybody can be reading rom-com and something like that happen, and I'm like, oh, because I'm scary. But I can't see me reading
They
a
must be, Shalonda, because I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I mean, the cover's a little creepy. It's a cabin book, so I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna read it this week. I think I'm gonna read it next week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You know, you can't believe Goodreads reviews.
we gonna find a good book. This
Yeah.
one wasn't bad. Like you said, I
No.
gave it 2.5.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't a bad book. It wasn't. It had some holes in it, but it was written.
Yeah.
It was cool. I read worse, but I've also read worse.
100%. I've read worse.
It wasn't bad. I wasn't mad at it, but I think because of where I got it from, I was expecting more. So I think that's what it be like when you read reviews and you hear people like, "Oh my God, this book is this it right here, this it right here," and then you read it and it be like,
just man. What was you reading? What did we read?
Did we read the same book? Because
isn't it crazy
that
like,
wasn't
just
it right there.
Everyone has such different reading tastes, like in the world.
I think
it's
it literally is just in. I've watched. I was on TikTok and somebody was saying, "What is?" It was like a video and it was like, "Has anybody ever recommended you a book and you're like, oh my God, that's just disgusting." Da 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 da. Drop them down below. So she wanted like a dark rock. Why the heck like 92 people put Demon's Dream? Baby, Demon's Dream is not a dark rock. What is you talking about? So if for you, if that is a dark book for you,
I can't follow any of your recommendations.
Yeah, so I think that's what it be like when people be like, oh my God, this is that.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you need to come on. Let me come on. Come here. Let me show you.
Summon us.
I just recommended that book to somebody because she said, I said, girl, I did. She said she wanted something that would gross her out. I said, girl, now that was you.
I got you.
I said, now you asked. Now you trying to get grossed out? Because she said
That'll do it.
That was the what I asked you. Had you read? She said she read that.
Oh, God of Malice.
And she said, yeah. And so she was like that, and I was like, based off of the review, I think it's worse, but I haven't read it.
Summon Us. It God of Malice is like, it's a bully romance. So I feel like when you get those, it's not so much like,
I think it has.
It's the meanness that he is to her, like how he treats her. And stuff.
I think, like I said, because she was talking about being grossed out, and so I think and again, I just read the reviews, so I haven't read the book, but it mentioned like a lot of blood, and it had something to do because he must have liked like virgins or something, and so I think that maybe because she was talking about Leather and Lark, and she was talking about she had read that, and she was saying how like Butcher and Blackbird was whatever, and I was like, that wasn't even dark. Like, I guess it was dark, but it wasn't. It was medium.
Yeah, it's like there's two darks. There's dark where you can get like dark themes, like unaliving is and doing stuff on top of a unalive person. Yeah, that's dark. But then you have like dark. You have like dark and then pitch black.
Yeah, like
we have to start. I feel like we've been in the dark romance category enough. Now we're not. It's not so dark anymore because we have nightlights and all the flashlights and shit. So it's not that dark. We need the pitch black.
Because people always recommend Honey Adeline too, and for me, now that's not really dark to me.
It's not dark.
It's not. It's not dark. Like, it's disgusting. It's a couple disgusting areas in there, but it's not dark. I wouldn't. It is dark, but it's not dark.
Yeah, it's not it's not your word jarring. It's not anything that would be like.
That's your measurement. If you like, oh my God, Honey Adeline was so dark. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I know what you want to read.
I got you.
Always like,
I got you.
I know, I got you. Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Shallow River. What have you read? Have y'all read that? I haven't read that.
Yeah, I've read Shallow River.
Is that dark? She says
it's kind of like Haunting. It's not. You can't. So far, I don't think I've found anything to top Summon Us.
Yeah, because that book is
Twisted Agreements and Summon Us. I feel like Summon Us still beat that. But Twisted Agreements was still like up there. I
did not think I had triggers until I read that book. I said, "Oh, I ain't got no triggers. I ain't got to read no triggers." That one,
that'll do it. That'll do it.
And I guess I guess Willow McCreary's book, we all have a hell or something. We're all in a hell or something. That was very much along the lines of Summon Us. So those are more pitch black.
Well, I didn't read
because
that.
those are dealing with more of, I feel like, taboo. It's like they're mixing taboo and dark together because necromancy or necrophilia, that is taboo as fuck. Captured by Lauren Bill was extremely dark. That goes up there with Summon Us.
Oh, so don't read that. Okay, gotcha.
Don't read that because Shannon stopped that one. Because that's one of those books that it's not even what they're doing that's like, it's so dark. It's like, it's just like you can visualize it. You can. No, don't read that.
Yeah, I stopped reading.
Okay, cool. Take it off the TBR.
Because I'll be like, Rayn, truth or dare. You say dare, read capture.
Mm-hmm. But I am one of those people who will read, like, because I don't DNF books. Mm-hmm. Typically, it had to be, I don't know, for me to DNF a book, it's awesome.
And I didn't like Captured. I didn't see that, like, it's considered a dark romance. To me, it's not a romance. That was just a dark book that shouldn't have had romance in it. Like, nothing about that book was romantic to me.
Nothing.
Not one little bit. Because even the end,
stuff like that'll make me want to read the books. Boy, I know.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I will.
You'll be like, look and just tell you which chapter.
I'd be like, for research purposes, be like, okay, I can read this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's not as bad as Summon Us. I feel like you read Summon Us, and it was.
Well, Shannon said she did nothing. She finished. She said she liked Summon Us, so she did nothing. The other book, that's not good.
Yeah, because and especially with you in fluids.
Don't do it.
Oh yeah.
Telling you that right now.
Because it's very fluidy. It's the fluids you don't want. Fluid. Oh god.
Because some had all them fluid in that tree scene. They was in the woods. He had the tree.
He ain't.
I love that one.
Mm-mm.
You know what? What's called in Rayn? If you read Virgin Society, don't yell at me. There's some fluids in there.
I'm not reading.
Just a smidge.
I don't think that's on my list. She said fluids. Yeah, I don't personally. Whitney don't mind. I don't like a lot of fluid swapping. Personally, I can deal with the fluids. I just don't like when they be swapping. Just put the fluid out there and let it go. You ain't got to pick it back up. Just let it
and feed it to somebody else. Ooh, I'm here for it.
That's good.
Let me see. You got a new book coming out. PH, you got a new book coming out.
Right? Give us the dark romance.
Okay, we were just talking about dark Nick's dark romance. We were just talking about dark. How dark do you get?
Because there's levels of dark. We need the pitch black up in here.
Hold on, let me see. Look at her book.
I think that might be my like new summer goal is to find the next. Oh my gosh, I can't read this. Like I haven't gotten there yet.
You hadn't got where?
I haven't gotten to a book that'll be like, oh no, I can't read this. This is too much. I haven't gotten there yet.
I bet you ain't, Whitney.
Huh?
I bet you haven't.
I'm gonna have to write it in order for me. I don't even know if I wrote it. I wouldn't even know what it would be.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
we're gonna find out what we're gonna
read. Alpha. It was awesome. Loved it. Great.
Oh, let me go. Yeah, let me go read that.
It was great.
I think I put that in a book box.
It's great. I love that book. It's called Alpha by Tia. Was it Taya?
Oh no, I got another book by her over here that I need to read.
I'm about to read Sigma. Like me, I'm not for the series and stuff. So the fact that I was like,
this is the book that I read. I got in the book box.
What's it called? Where Love.
Where I just finished it. Where Love is Found.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was looking at that book.
Her writing style. Was it Tia Rayn?
Yeah.
Alpha was good because it's good intro to Alien. Like if you're not like, oh my gosh, 7 dicks and all that kind of stuff, because it's like they're super soldiers. So there have been humans mixed with alien DNA.
The name of the book is Alpha?
Oh, I see. Yeah, the name of the book is Alpha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was good. The plot was good. The spicy scenes were good. And I feel like
how you get on that?
Huh? So I saw it
Yes,
on.
PH. She listen, our girl Whitney reads some shit. And it always got to deal with a monster and an alien. She might look cute up there, but she's a menace.
I'm not a menace.
She's a fucking menace. When it comes to dark romance and monster alien romance and all that shit, she's a menace.
Can't help what I like. Yeah. Yep. Alpha was good though. The plot was good. The writing was good. It was good. There was like, I think the next one is called Sigma. I'll read that one.
I'll check it out. I need a good book.
Yep. PH Nix does the bully romance.
Ooh, I love
College,
a good bully rumor.
the dark college bully romances.
Okay. What's the name of one?
Her last series was, what is it? Twisted Selection. Is that the first book? Yeah, Twisted
Twisted
Selection
Sick.
is the first book. The Edgewood Academy
I
Elite.
feel like I have that in my TBR. It sounds familiar. I do. Ooh, reverse harem, dark romance, BDSM, college contemporary. I will probably read that too. I gotta read this dragon book real bad though.
We gonna figure out a
What
book.
dragon book?
It's called what's it called?
I know, right? It's like, wait. It'll come to her. Right, her
I'm not an
birthday is
absolute.
tomorrow.
It
It's
is in 1 hour and what, 12
13
minutes?
minutes. Yeah, 12 minutes.
Yes, her birthday is
Oh, it's called The
tomorrow.
Alpha of Bleak Isle by Catherine Moon. And she does really good Omega verse books. I've read a couple of hers. But it's a dragon.
All right, so if y'all ready to come up so we can get into the shenanigans,
The shenanigans
let's
for
go
Rain's
because we are done.
birthday.
Yes, for Rain's
If you come up, bring
birthday.
alcohol because we will be taking shots or drinks of some sort.
I got your
I
drink.
drank all my alcohol, so
Her
I'll have to go
shot
get
is in
more.
her cup. She's
Yeah, baby,
drinking
cool.
whatever is
Yeah,
in her
I
cup.
drank all of mine, so I had to go get more. I got all these cherries in here.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about
No, we all said happy birthday today because Rain didn't know if she was gonna be out and about. So I told y'all to say happy birthday so y'all can be on the front end of it.
I
But
showed me
yeah, her
happy birthday
birthday is.
before you told the people to say that.
You said what?
I showed me happy birthday before you told the people to say that.
Oh shit, my bad.
it.
My bad. Well, all right. Oh. If y'all want to come up, y'all just send a request.